Hello, good morning students. This is our lecture number 8 of lesson number 1. Now, you can see this is our last lecture's last sum. Okay, question number 4 was there. At last, in previous session, we discussed this question only. Now, at that time it is given that square of any positive integer is in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Okay, so here they have given us in the hint that b should be 3, and according to value of b we got 3 expressions. Now in next one, means in next question it is asked that cube of any positive integer in question number 5. In question number 5 it is asked cube of any positive integer, not square. It can be in the form of 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So this is our next question, but just like this one. Okay, nothing is new. Okay, b becomes 3 only. I told you whenever nothing is given there, at that time mostly we can take value of b as a 3. So same way only, just like question number 4, we are going to solve question number 5. You can look here that writing is same only, question is different. B is 3, so R can be either 0 or 1 or 2. Okay, you can write it again as a part of solution here. Okay, so this is now our solution starts from this part on. That was the question. So first of all, right, you have to use that Euclid's division lemma and write it. Okay, I have written here at first line. Now according to that you can get A equal to 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2 only. Why? B is 3. So R can be 0, 1 or 2. Cube is asked. In previous one, square was asked. So I make here cube of all 3 expressions. Cube both sides. Why? You know. Because in question it is cube of any positive integer is asked. Now a cube equal to 3q plus 1 cube. And same way a cube equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube. Okay, instead of square of first sessions we are here making cube of given expression. Now a cube equal to 27q cube. 3 is cube 27 and a q cube. Now here a cube equal to, you know formula of x plus y whole cube. Formula of x plus y whole cube. What is that? X cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. Okay, you have to remember this formula. Okay, I think you studied that in standard 8 and standard 9 also. And you use this identity in standard 9 chapter number 2. Okay, x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. How to use it? I just writing 3q plus 1 here. Now use that identity. Okay, so instead of x and y I am writing here blank bracket. So x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. I just written here this identity, but instead of x and y we have to place value of x and y. So I have written everything here. X cube plus y cube plus 3xy means x into y in bracket x plus y. So xy, xy, xy. So write down x is here 3 cube, y is 1, so 3 cube 1, 3 cube 1, 3 cube 1. Just open this bracket, so 27 cube plus 1. Now don't open this bracket now, just multiply all these three terms. So 3 3s are 9 cube. Okay, so this bracket will open in next step. So it will become 27 cube plus 1 plus 9 q square, sorry, plus 27 q square. 9 3s are 27 q square plus 9q. Okay, now arrange them according to decreasing degree. So 27 q cube plus 27 q square plus 9q plus 1. So this is the expansion of cube of binomial. Expansion of cube of binomial. How? By remembering this formula. How? Just make blank bracket of x and y, then place all values of x and y. Now open this bracket. Okay, this bracket will open in next step. Okay, this one, binomial step. So that is the solution or expansion of cube of binomial. Now write it. I again solve it here. 3q plus 1. So x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. X cube plus y cube, 3xy x plus y. So 3 cube 1, 3 cube 1, 3 cube 1. Okay, same thing I am writing again here, because as a pair work we have to show that. Okay, so that is repeating. So a cube we got 9q cube plus 1 plus, now just multiply 3ab, means 9 cube. Keep this bracket as it is. Now in next step open it. So is equal to 9 cube plus 1 plus 9 cube, sorry, plus 27 q square plus 9 cube. Now write systematically, means according to decreasing degree of terms. So first of 9q cube plus 27q square plus 9q plus 1. Same way I expand this one also here. A cube is equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube. Okay, expression are same only. We are making cube. So again a cube. Use that identity. So that identity become here x cube plus y cube 3xy x plus y. So a cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. If you can not write this way, you can write one after another also, but here we have to go ahead one or two steps. So skip that one or two step also, or again after this practice you can write directly also. First of all finish this process, then this one, then last one. Okay, now x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. So write down here x y x y x y. Okay, so x is everywhere 3q, y is everywhere 2. Now open this bracket. So a cube equal to 27q cube plus 2 cube a plus, just multiply all these three terms, not this bracket. So 3 3s are 9, 2s are 18 cube. 3 cube plus 2 as it is. Now a cube equal to 27q cube plus 8 plus 18 3s are 54 q square plus 18 2s are 36 cube. Now arrange them. So 27 q cube plus 54 q square plus 36 q plus 8. Now they ask us that cube is in the form of 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So we have to try to take 9 as a common. So I taking here 9 as a common, so 3q cube left in bracket. Here In first three terms 9 is a common. So write down 9 common, so q cube plus 9 3s are 27, so 3q square plus q left only plus 1. A cube. Here also out of first three terms, because this is not more than 3, so no need to split it. If it may be 10, then we can split 9 plus 1, but it is less than 9, so no splitting here. So take 9 common here, so 3q cube plus here 9, so 9 6 are 54, q square left, 9 4s are 36 plus 8. Now instead of bracket, write down n. Whatever m, that is a bracket. That is not important for us. We have important only this coefficient and last whatever left, that is important. So a cube equal to 9m. Why m? They have written. A cube equal to 9m plus 1. A cube equal to 9m plus 8. Okay, so same thing only. Then at last you just give your conclusive answer that cube of any positive integer is in the form of 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. You can verify it also. Any cube, suppose 1. So 1 is in the form of 9m plus 1. Why? M equal to 0. 8. M equal to 0. 9m plus 8. 27. 9 3s are 27. Okay, then 64. So this way also you can take one by one whole cube. They can be either multiple of 9 or multiple of 9 plus 1 or multiple of 9 plus 8 only. Okay, so this is our question number 5. Now we go through some more theoretical question. First of all, now Euclid's division lemma's use is over now. Now look at exercise 1.2. Exercise 1.2. Question number 5. Exercise 1.2 number 5. What is given there? Whether 6 raised to n ends with 0 for any natural number n. 6 raised to n for any natural number n, maybe 6 raised to 5, 6 raised to 10, 6 raised to 8, 6 raised to 1, but it ends with 0 or not. We have to decide it or we have to prove it. That is again theoretical type of question. Okay, first of all, for any number, any positive integer, that positive integer ends with 0 whenever it have factor of 5 and 2 both. 5 and 2 both. Don't confuse earlier rule also. In earlier one, we just go through these types of question like that, whether decimal expansion of this fraction is terminating or not. At that time, our condition was that in denominator there is either 2 or 5 or both, but not apart from 2 and 5. No any number should be there, but it was different one. At that time we were deciding its decimal expansion is terminating or not, and that number was already in denominator. Okay, so at that time either 2 or 5 or both, but no other. But now our case is different. Now it is in numerator. We are not deciding it is terminating or not. We decide now whether it ends with 0 means it is in multiple of 10 or not. Ends with 0 means what? In multiple of 10. So now condition should be different. Now this is the difference. Now in factors are 2 and 5 both, not or 2 and 5 both. If any extra number is there, no problem. Any other number can be there. So understand this both rule well. This is the different thing that previous one. We already gone through that these types of question in exercise 1.4, question number 1 and 2. Now that is different. Here 2 and 5 both should be there. If any extra number is there, no problem. Can be there. Okay. Here no extra number should be there, and any one was enough. So first of all, write that statement. Any positive integers is in the form of, या तो any positive integer ends with 0 if its prime factorization contains 2 and 5 both. So this is the condition. Suppose you take 100, then 100 having what? 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 2, 1000. 110. All numbers having, suppose 110. So 11 into 5 into 2. So both are there. This is not important. Now 100. 5 raised to 2, 2 raised to 2. 5 and 2 both factor. Now take 30. So 3 into 5 into 2 both are there. Means 5 and 2 should be there. Okay. So that is the rule. Any positive integer ends with 0 if its prime factorization contains 2 and 5 both, not any one. Okay. Now write down this one. 6 raised to n is equal to what? 3 into 2 into n. You can see here, n can be any number. We concentrated base only, not at degree. So here you mark only 2 is there, 5 is not. 5 must be there. Okay. So write down prime factorization, prime factors of 6 not having 5 as a factor. Okay, just descriptive answer is there, no calculation part. First of all, write what should be there. Now give reality, what is actually in question. What should be there, what is really there. Okay, so 6 raised to n never ends with 0. Why? If you take n equal to 1, 6 raised to 1, 6. 6 raised to 2, 36. 6 raised to 3, 216, but never 0. Okay, every time any other number, here 6. Okay, so this is the very short question, but that rule is new for us. So first of all, understand and remember that rule. After writing that rule, just go to our question. In our question, what is actually there? Write down it. Because 5 is missing. That's why we are giving our answer in negative mode. Okay. So that is the main thing. Suppose instead of 5, anything else is given, suppose 10 dash to n, then our answer can be positive, not negative. Now next one. In question number 6 of same exercise, means next one only. Next question of this one. They have given two numbers, 7 into 11 into 30 plus 30. We have to prove that given number is a composite number. Given number is a composite number. First of all, again we go through what is meant by composite. Composite numbers are there who have more than 2 factors. Composite numbers having always more than 2 factors, or it can be expressed as a product of primes. Composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. So anyway, both are actually same only, not different rules. So using any one statement you can prove that it is a composite. Here you can say 2 terms are there. This is the first term, this is the second term. Term means you know, up to plus or minus sign, there is a one term. So out of these two terms, 13 is a common. So write down 13 as a common. So here left 11 into 7, 77. Here left 1. Okay, so 13 taken common. So equal to 13 into 78. Now try to get prime factorization here. Even at this step also we can say that is a composite number, but we go up to prime factorization. Why? Because two more factors we got. Okay, apart from 1 and itself. Apart from 1 and itself, two more factors we got. So far we are having total 4 factors. So we can easily say it is a composite number, but we go here again 13 6 are 78. Okay, so it is 13 square into 6. Therefore, given number is expressed as a product of prime. Therefore, product of primes. Therefore, it is means whatever given. We have not value of that numbers. That is not important. What is the real value of 13 into 78? So it is composite number. Okay, so any number, if you express it as a product of prime, it is always composite number. Now, just like this one, another number also given. That was, okay, this question was 6 only. In 6 only, second number also given. Okay, so 6 first question. Now we going to 6 second one. It was written 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Means you can mark here, in this types of question, there are always something common should be. Here 13 was common, here you can do 5 is common. Okay, first term is very long. First term is quite long, but not so big. This is the first term. Second term. Now take 5 as a common. So whatever left here, 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2. No need to write into 1 plus 1. So now make or find product of all these numbers. So 2 3 are 6, 4 are 24 and 7 6 are 42. Okay. So it will become 2 2 are 4, 4 2 are 8, 4 2 are 8, 4 4 are 16. So 8, 10, 8 plus 1 9 plus 1 10. So 5 1008 plus 1. So is equal to 5 1009 becomes. Now 1009 is a prime number. You can try to factorize it, but it cannot be factorized. Okay. And even if you came across these types of wrong number, then you can conclude at this step also. Even if it is it can be divided by any prime, means it is composite, then also you can conclude at this step also. Okay. So here two prime numbers product we got. So write down just like first one. Therefore given number can be expressed as a product of primes. Just like previous one, product of prime means primes means prime number. Therefore it is composite number. Okay, so this is same type of question. Now we go through two more questions that is regarding calculative base, and they are related to LCM HCF, but they are word problem. So sometimes you confuse due to this type of word problem, because nothing is clarified there what to find, whether to find HCF or LCM. That you have to decide first of all after reading the question 1 or 2 times carefully. Okay. First question sheet I have already given to you in earlier lecture, but again we take that one. There is a one March past is there, and in that one there are total 32 army band. Means 32 members are there who are in the band group. Okay, so they are not soldiers, suppose. Then 616 are another members, means suppose soldiers. They are march past in particular way. But one condition is given there. There should be maximum number of columns. Maximum numbers of columns should be there. Suppose I make columns of 4, 4, 4. Then it is divisible by 12. It is divisible by 12. Divisible by 4 both. So it is possible, but maximum number we should have. Okay, suppose in 8 column. Column means you know. These are called column. Okay, and these are called rows. So there are many rows. Some rows from army band and some rows from soldiers. So we have to find here HCF. Why HCF? Because if you understand, it gives us importance or meaning as a HCF only. Otherwise, maximum what is there at that time, I explained this way also. Okay, so just find 32 and 616 HCF. I am not doing that sum. I have give you as a homework only, but I am giving you hint. Why HCF? Why? Because by maximum word, or by, if you want to arrange them, that is suppose your duty, how to arrange them. They don't, then how to arrange them? Maximum numbers of columns should be there. Okay, suppose in first row there is either 4 or 8 person should be there. Okay, so that if you get that way, then exactly some rows are formed exactly by soldiers and some rows are exactly by army. Not any person will come from here to here, from here to here. Okay, so obviously HCF is required. You have two methods, either Euclid's method or prime factorization method. By any way you can find it. Okay, actually it is in exercise of Euclid, first one. So I expect you will find by Euclid's method, but HCF is required. That is our answer. Now, another question given in, this was from exercise 1.1, question number 3. Now another one, exercise 1.2, question number 7. What is given there? There are two persons running around a circle, means running around circumference. Okay, means circular track is there. One person complete his or her one circle in 18 minutes and another one in 12 minutes. They start at a time from same place or same point. They start, suppose that is running track. They start from particular place at same time, same place. Okay. Now what is asked? They start from same place, same time. So after how many minutes they will meet at same place only? After how many minutes they will meet? Means both will meet at same place only. Means here at point A only. Okay. So if they keeping their running continue, then they will meet many times. Suppose in a whole day they will meet many times, but first time we require. What is the minimum time that is required for meeting or for coming at the same place? Okay, so that minimum time is required. So obviously that should be LCM. Why LCM? Because that is the more than these numbers, or least lowest time is required. Okay, what is the minimum time or first time, lowest time? Okay, so here least or minimum meaning is there. That's why we have to find here LCM. Okay, here maximum what is there, that's why we have to find HCF. Highest means maximum, least or lowest means minimum. Otherwise you can understand that answer expected was smaller than both ones, and this answer expected should be in multiple of both these numbers. That way also you can understand that expected answer should be in multiple means bigger than both ones, then only they can meet. So, okay, so by bigger means in multiple of this, multiple means what? M for multiple. Now here what is? We required number of columns, means factor of both this one. So factor, so here F for factor only. So anyway you can understand by going in deep of the meaning of question by that keyword. Otherwise understand whole question, then only you can determine or decide what is necessary, LCM or HCM. Only few questions given this way means word problems are not given so much, okay, but you understand it. So in this one you have to find LCM, in this one you have to find HCM, okay, and both are in homework. I have given you hint, question number already written, okay, and by both methods. Okay, so total 3 questions I am giving. Both method of finding HCF means prime factorization method and Euclid's method. Here only one method is possible, why LCM is not found in Euclid's method. Okay, so here prime factorized method is required only. Okay, so you will have 3 sums regarding this type.